In this video, we have part 3 of what each team should do at the MLB trade deadline. We have the AL West edition today. Before we do get started, I want to thank each and every one of you for helping me get to 100 subscribers. I really do appreciate it. Let's get into it. Let's start it off with the Houston Astros. The Astros, I think they could use an arm in that rotation. I know they already have a really solid rotation, but with Lance McCullers out for the foreseeable future, I think adding an arm wouldn't be the worst idea for them. And one guy that I think kind of fits the mold of what the Astros would be looking for is Chad Kuhl. On the year, Kuhl is 5-5 with a 3.83 ERA in 82 1/3 innings. Not to mention his 1.23 ERA plus, so he's been 23% better than the average pitcher in 2022. And that's pretty good considering he pitches at Coors Field for half of his games. So for my trade proposal here, I have obviously the Astros getting Chad Kuhl, and in return I have the Rockies getting Franklin Barreto. Barreto's kind of bounced around from team to team for the past couple of years, and I think he gets traded once again. Let's go on to the Mariners. The Mariners could use a bullpen arm, no doubt about it. I talked about that in part 2, and my trade proposal here, I'm not even sure about it. It doesn't seem super realistic to me, but baseball trade value has it as a trade that would be accepted. So let me show it. So here's my trade. I have Scott Barlow going to the Mariners in return for Taylor Trammell. I know the Mariners think of Trammell in very high regard, and I think it's pretty unlikely that they do give him up. But let me know in the comments down below. Do you think this is realistic at all or no? Now let's move on to the Texas Rangers. The Rangers this year, they've actually been pretty good. You got to give them that. They have been, I think, a lot better than I thought, a lot better than I think most baseball fans thought they would be. But the Rangers could definitely use some pitching help. That's why I have them trading with their interdivision rival. I don't even know if you can call them a rival, but the Oakland A's. I have the Rangers trading for, as you can see from the clips, Cole Irvin. And in return, I have the A's getting Tekoa Roby and a little bit of cash. Irvin has actually been pretty good this year, especially being on a team that does not give him a lot of run support. I think the Rangers, it would be a good idea to go and trade for Cole Irvin. He'd be a good addition to their rotation. Moving on to the Angels. The Angels have stunk this year, but I still think they can turn it around. They just got to make a couple of trades. And one of those trades, I think, is to trade for Brandon Drury. Drury has been so good this season. He has been a phenomenal hitter. Nobody saw this coming. I mean, today he hit a home run off Shane McClanahan. That is hard to do. And I think he would be a good fit with the Angels, who need a bat over there at third base. So here's my trade. I have the Reds trading Brandon Drury to the Angels, and in return, I have them getting pitcher Jansen Junk from the Angels. If the Angels are smart, I think they do this trade tomorrow. Trade for him now before teams like the Mets can. I think Drury is the perfect fit in that Angels lineup with Trout and Ohtani. I don't know what the Angels are waiting for. Trade for this man today. Lastly, we got the A's. I'm not even going to wait around with this one. I've got the A's trading Chad Pinder to the Phillies, and in return, I have the A's getting Sam Coonrod. The Phillies could use a bat. The A's like to trade away anybody on their team with any sort of value. It's a win-win. So that's going to wrap up the video. Let me know in the comments below, how were my trades? Were they good? Were they bad? Were they eh? And I will see you in part 4.